Taurus, hi. Welcome to your love reading, to your general love reading today. And just to let you know, if it does resonate for you, and it may not resonate for everyone, it is a general love reading, not a one-on-one. There will be an added extended reading, and the information for that is in the box below. So if it does resonate, go to the extended reading. I am now open for personal readings, so the information for that's also in the box below. All right, so I'm using the Llewellyn deck and a Celtic Cross layout here. Now, the general love readings that I do are not always for romantic love. I don't specify because I like the universe to bring what it wants you to know, as I kind of do focus on general love reading. So we'll see what shows up here. Because as you know, love can be in many ways, towards yourself, towards others, towards, following your passion. Or it can be romantic as well, or soulmate. So we'll see what comes up here. And when we come to gender cards like the kings and the queens, I just want to clarify that isn't, they're interchangeable because they refer to the divine masculine and feminine energies that are in all of us. And also, I don't do reversals with this deck. So let's get started here. So as a guidepost, we've got the Two of Wands. And so that kind of makes sense why you're watching this reading, because the Two of Wands is kind of like taking some time and, kind of moving a little bit slower and kind of trying to see where future, what it's bringing for you. Okay, so trying to connect with that. And that makes sense because you got the Two of Swords in your immediate past. And the Two of Swords, I think you were already doing this, but doing this more in a sort of cognitive way, like a thinking way, and not being very satisfied with that, having to make some decisions, having to make some choices, but not being able to do them because either way you kind of turn in your head. If I do this, then I'm going to have to leave this behind, sort of thing. But if I don't and I do that, then I have to leave that. So it's kind of feeling like you have to make choices between one or two things. And that's not always the case, because sometimes it's just about creating something new. And it's not just a choice between things that seem to have presented themselves. That's very limited information, in other words. So it doesn't surprise me that you felt kind of like at a stalemate with not being able to make a decision that way, okay? Then you got the Six of Swords above you now as an influence, and that kind of shows me why it's difficult to make the decision by going, all right, I got to choose between this and this. Because the Six of Swords tells me that, you're still going through some emotional, upheaval and turmoil, not major anymore. Like seriously, you've been through that. This is kind of the end of that and kind of moving through it more gently now and moving into a place of clarity and just feeling and still feeling a little bit shell-shocked as a result of it, okay? But definitely, navigating through it with help. You've got the Fool on you now and the King of Wands. The Fool is the beginning of a new cycle in your life, and I can see that as your outcome card shows up here with the universe. So the Fool, the beginning of a new cycle, the Fool is the first card of the major arcana, which means that it comes more from the universe. And so with the Two of Wands, wanting to kind of see that, where that's showing, and therefore really connecting with the universe to kind of get that feeling of, I want to kind of visualize, where am I actually going here next? The King of Wands, once again showing that it's a slower trip, but it's something that's going to put you on your path, your next path, okay? And feeling like it's already partially there. In other words, there may be people in your life that are on their path, and therefore you can see as you enter this next path that there's a connection going between you and that person or those people. Just going to draw another card on that. I got the Judgment card, which is the rebirth card. So starting to kind of see a different path for yourself as it's become lit up here for you, moving. This is once again from the major arcana. So the universe is giving you an opportunity over the past while to take the time, because as I said, this is kind of slower moving, to move into getting that vision and getting it a little bit clearer on it. You got the Ace of Cups at the base, which is awesome, because this is amazing, because this is about you really letting, and I drew the Five of Cups on it. So this is about not having any choice but to let go of the heartache and the disappointments of the past, in terms of, being able to follow what you love, whether it be a person or whether it be your own, your own kind of path. But because the Ace of Cups is now there, and it leaves you no choice, because it's like overwhelming, it's overflowing, like you can't hold it back any longer from what I can see here. And then you've got the King of Pentacles showing up in your near future, which is once again you kind of feeling, in a position of being able to move towards more abundance, move towards kind of solid ground. I think you already in the near future feel like you're kind of standing on solid ground and feeling, very much more balanced than you did in the past. And we've got the Two of Pentacles showing that too. So feeling like, as I said, much more balanced, because I think in the near future you also kind of felt like you were on this path of going nowhere. You know what I mean? But sensing that there's got to be something out there for me, like something, just kind of really believing and having faith that there is something very rich and full for you out there. Therefore the Five of Pentacles showing up, but feeling like, I feel like I've just been like out in the cold for a long time here, just kind of wandering and not really connecting with what, I feel is there for me. And so becoming more balanced again with the Two of Pentacles. And then the King of Swords showing up here too. I'm just going to draw on that, which is the Tower on top of that. So kind of a lot of, critical thought going on here, and not in a bad way. I think critical thought in terms of being able to tune in and kind of get clear and cut through the, bullshit, for lack of a better word. Because I think in the past, I think maybe, you were kind of in this hazy state of believing without discernment. So trusting without discerning, okay? And that, therefore I feel like, that's where a lot of this, letting go of that kind of fraudulent presentation, as that this is your passion, this is your love, and then finding out that, wait a minute, then why, why did it not work out, kind of thing. And so the King of Swords is that part of you, and possibly even somebody around you that's helping with you. And then you've got the Tower on you. So the universe is really working hard at breaking through the disillusionments that were based on an old belief system or an old way of operating in the world. Okay? In your subconscious, you've got the Sun now. So I think clarity is, as the Tower is letting the light come in of the, illumination and clarity and thinking, along with the King of Swords, the Sun is getting there, and you're starting to feel it. You're starting to feel like, you've got sort of, you're not alone. You have this support and this clarity from the universe guiding you at your back as you're riding towards. This is also a major arcana card. So as you're riding towards where your next, because you have the Fool here, so where your next Ace of Cups is going to fall or land. I don't want to use the word fall, because I think that the old ones have fallen, so the new ones can land somewhere now. And so where are they going to land? And you can't, I want to come in from the cold here and feel more balanced. And I do see that lining up for you with that sense of balance. In your environment, we've got the Four of Swords. So an opportunity that has been there around you for a while now to afford you the opportunity to be able to withdraw from the world for a while and kind of just contemplate and, try and see and in a kind of static state where you're, where what the universe is trying to bring to you. So it may have come through dreams, it may have come through, like I say, visions, with the Two of Swords here, or sorry, Two of Wands. In a position of what you want is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're really looking for something or somebody to bring you, to have an actual proposal towards you, where you can identify that this person is offering me an opportunity for this kind of knowledge and this kind of security and this kind of abundance in all ways. As the outcome, we've got the universe and the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe is the ending of the old cycle, the beginning of the new, and the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of this kind of sense of, and this is from the universe, both of these cards are from the universe. And so the universe is offering you an opportunity to, embrace this new enlightenment, with the sun showing up here. So this new knowledge and this new enlightenment as to what security or what abundance is really all about. So that's what's being offered to you, as I see in this. But when we do the extended reading, if this resonates for you, then you might want to tune into the extended, because I will be building more on this outcome to see what this Ace of Pentacles is all about and what this new cycle, as the old cycle has come to an end, where you're heading on that. Okay, so I'm just going to draw an oracle card here now. And we've got movement, right? So as I said before, with this balance coming back in with the King of Pentacles and this whole feeling of being more grounded and being tired of being on this, wandering about, not really feeling like you're connecting with where, what you want. And with the Ace of Cups showing up with your, you're really overflowing with this desire to have this passion and love in your life. And so movement is upon you, okay? And it's not about you thinking and about feeling limited in your choices. It's more about opening up to more with the Two of Wands. All right, so I'm just going to leave this here for you now, Taurus. And as I said, if this does relate to you, then we'll pursue this further in the extended. If not, Taurus, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.